All right, guys, it's been a little bit since our last Nvidia stock update, and I figured, hey, the whole market's dumping, Nvidia's dumping. Let's do an update. Let's break down the charts, go over how we're looking, what I'm looking to do, as Nvidia is one of my biggest not shareholders, geez. Yeah, Nvidia is a shareholder, in me, right? No, Nvidia is one of my biggest, stock holdings, right? So we have to go over Nvidia, everything that I'm looking to do now, because I got a question in the Discord yesterday, and I figured let me answer it here, right? Let's talk about it right now. Going over, stock. Should I buy Nvidia? Should I initiate a position now? I want to cover that in this video, so let's do it, man. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Of course, take a sip of your water. Stay hydrated. Very important, guys. We don't have the coffee for this video. It's a water type of video right now, so. Let's get into it. So Nvidia went, I was going to say down earlier. It was down, but it saw a bit of a rally to close off the day, and it somehow inked a green day. Yes, you heard that right, 1.1%. But earlier in the day, I think we were down. Let's see here, about like 1%, if that. Like half of a percent, if that. So we were down a little bit at times during the day, but we ended up running at close and again getting that green day. And notice how Nvidia did not take the lows out from yesterday, right? Even though we had a pretty, not a crazy red day, but look, Russell down 2%. S&P 0.75%. Same with the Dow, the Nasdaq about 0.5%. So we had a red day, and the fact that we held the lows from yesterday, from 2 days ago, from honestly last week, you'll notice Nvidia tanked all the way to what, 178 on Friday, last Friday, after we got that news regarding Trump and China. You know what I mean? Nvidia is still above that low. That's a good sign in the face of the market selling off today. But we do have a descending triangle here. That is no doubt what we're noticing on the 5-day, 5-minute, which is bearish. It is bearish, guys. But if you pull out, the 30-minute, or pull the layers back, see, when in doubt, zoom out type of deal, you'll see on the 20-day chart, all right, we're seeing a little bit of a death cross. Noticing that on the 30-minute as well. You're seeing that right here. And if we pull up the 4-hour, this is where it opens up. This is where you're like, oh, okay, it's actually still maintaining an uptrend. It's still looking very good. In fact, if I draw this out right here, generally speaking, $180 was resistance on Nvidia for a good, 2-3 weeks. Actually, no, months, 2-3 months roughly. We hit about $180 back in the middle of July, all throughout really the end of October. We were struggling in the 180s. So the fact that we broke through that, which we called out a couple weeks ago, that triangle played out, the fact that we broke through that is super bullish. And now the fact that we're pulling back and maintaining 180 as support over the last couple of days, including today, that's also bullish. Today, like I said, 1% green day in the face of, this volatility that we're noticing, and we're still above that point. This is a very good chart, very good looking chart for the bulls. And if this overall market sell-off ends up being just a little blip before the end of the year, if things get resolved I don't want to say resolved. That's not going to happen in the short term, most likely. Let's be honest. But if things kind of cool off between the U.S., China, by that South Korea meeting, and if things go well at that meeting, after that, I think we could end up opening up a landscape here where we do start to break out towards the end of the year. We get that rate cut, another rate cut, and Nvidia at that point could, after consolidating in the 180s for a little bit, low 180s, that's where it could start building off and start that breakout to $200 again. We almost did it. We got to 195, guys. We pretty much got to 200, right? We can't celebrate fully, though. We didn't actually get to 200. But, yeah, man, if this, I'm telling you, we consolidate a bit, we get that rate cut, things smooth over, I think we could see that 200. But there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of what ifs, man. And we all know what's going on with the VIX. It's going crazy, which will cool off. That will cool off. What I'm more concerned about is the metals. Silver up another 3.7%. Oh my goodness, man. Gold 3.2%. I mean, these are monstrous moves. Well, that's just today. And look, over the last 2 months, these are monstrous moves. Silver's up, or this is actually gold. Gold's now up 28% from where it was 2 months ago. And silver is up, let's see, from where it was 2 months ago, it is up a whopping. Geez, man, I don't even, well, I do want to know. Of course I want to know. Let's see. Now it's up like 45%. So, yeah, that's a little bit concerning to me. We all know a lot of it has to do with the dollar, the uncertainty, just overall, man, fiat is getting demolished right now. And this is why you want to own assets, whether it is gold, silver, stocks, real estate, things that go up in the face of the dollar getting squashed, inflation, money printing, whatever you want to call it. Because look at these charts. If you put the dollar over this chart, it's going to be the opposite. It's like, yeah, dollar goes down. Dollar's good if you want to save for the short term, but if you want to have dollars for the long term, it's not a good outcome for you. It's not going to be good. You need something that goes up. And you need diversification. You need assets, man, and diversified assets. You need to have some silver, gold, and you need to have some stocks and some real estate. Eventually, I mean, I don't have real estate yet, but eventually I would like to have, some real estate. I mean, not a crazy amount. You see these guys on Instagram where they're like, oh, yeah, dude, I want to have 7 million units. That just sounds like a headache to me. I don't know. I honestly, I go back and forth on it. It kind of sounds like a headache to me. But eventually, I want to have something in real estate. But I'm not going to be one of these guys that's like 50 million units. I'm exaggerating. But I like the stock market more. It's way more, simple, way easier, quote unquote. We're not going to get into that debate today, guys. But that's kind of where I'm at on that. I think it is good to have. It's a must in this environment. If you don't have assets, you're getting left behind long term, and you guys all know that. And this is just the proof of it, man. It's insane. If you put the dollar chart over this, it would be like an X. It's nuts. So yeah, what do you guys think? It's wild times we're living in, but I'm still buying stocks. Again, assets. And I'm eyeing up this Nvidia dip. And I almost forgot to answer that guy's question. Would I buy Nvidia now as a long-term investment? Honestly, man, I probably would hold off a little bit. Or at least if you really want to own it, I wouldn't go all in here. I would nibble a little bit. By that I mean, okay, let's say you want to buy Nvidia. I would scale in slowly. Let's say with 10%. Let's say you want to have $10,000 in Nvidia stock. That's your goal position size. Buy with $1,000 or something, and go from there. Because the reality is, the best time to have bought was 6 months ago when the valuation was a lot lower. Price is what you pay, value is what you get in the stock market when it comes to individual stocks, guys. And yeah, I mean, at this point, I think it's run up a lot. It's not extremely overvalued. I'm not selling it. But I just think it's a hold for me, at least, because I'm in at a much lower price. And again, if I wasn't in it, would I be rushing to buy it? No, I'd be waiting. I'd rather have some cash, being a little more safe there, at least with this stock. There are other stocks I would buy, but Nvidia, if I wasn't in it, I would stay on the sidelines or maybe consider buying a small sliver for now. And then see, okay, if it goes down to 170, I'll buy a little more. If it somehow gets to the 150s again, I'll buy even more, But yeah, that's kind of my opinion there, and we'll wrap it up with that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates. If you guys are interested in seeing me build a portfolio, buying stocks every week, I actually posted an update 2 days ago or 3 days ago. I just bought more stocks today. I posted another update today. So yeah, check it out, guys. Link down below, or it's in the comments, or go to stassurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.